Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for jumping on this video today. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to be trying out the Jaclyn Cosmetics, her new line, the Prep and Set collection. So I'm gonna be trying these products on camera and then I'm gonna do a wear test. So just so everybody knows, it is 12:12 p.m. right now and I'm about to put these products on my face, show you how they apply just kind of quickly, and then I'm just gonna do a check-in at the end of the night to see how they worked. I will say I tried to do this video yesterday and I forgot to put on the hydrating under eye primer, so I decided to redo it and make sure I had this on because just in case you get it, just to show you. I just want to give you guys a really good review if these products are worth it, you know? So let's just jump right in. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm gonna put links down in the description, so if you want to purchase anything or check it out, then go down there, check it out, leave me a comment. I believe that these products, I bought them the second that they went live on her site, but just in case you wanted to wait until Ulta carries them so you get your Ulta points, which normally I would do, but I was just anxious to get my hands on these. I believe that they are going to be online, I'm not sure about in store, at Ulta May 30th, I heard her say. I'm first going to show you guys what I got from her collection and then I will apply and then we'll do the wear test later on. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy it. So first product that I got is going to be the hydrating under eye primer, which I already mentioned. We'll do a little zoom in. So it has this like metal applicator right here and then you just squeeze out the product. It looks like it is like has a white sort of tint to it. My hands are dry of course, but it doesn't really have a smell. It kind of has like a sort of like a silicone-y sort of a feel to it. But yeah, there's that. And then the next thing that I got is going to be the Brightening and Setting palette. When I see these sort of palettes, I'm not like super intrigued. I'm like, I don't really want a palette with different colors because I just want like one powder, you know? But I like the idea that you can mix and match according to like your skin tone, because my skin tone changes all the time depending on the weather and stuff like that. The seasons, I guess I should say. So I ended up getting the one that she used in her demonstration video on Instagram, and this is the, I believe it's the light medium. It's kind of hard to tell. That's kind of weird. It's probably on like the paper packaging, but I got the one that she used. It has peach, almond, light banana, and caramel, whatever you prefer. But here are the powders right here, and they're actually, they feel really, really smooth, you guys. Like they feel really awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan, like huge fan. And the big reason why I wanted to get these products is that like Jaclyn and I share in common that we both have very, very dry skin and we like to be dewy. So I a lot of times tend to gravitate towards products she'll recommend because we have the same preferences and the same skin type. So the next thing that I got is the translucent setting powder. So normally I don't set my whole face, like I'm just not, I like to have the dewiness, and especially with like the wrinkles and all the expressions that I have and stuff like that in my face, which those will be gone in a few days, if you know what I mean. I don't typically like extra powders, but the fact that she said this one had like really soft pearls in it, ooh, and it actually feels really, really nice. I really wanted to get it, and it does have a nice little sheen to it. So I really wanted to try this out. I don't know, just in case like I wanted kind of like an underbake or just to do like a very light set, just because I don't know, maybe it'll help from like creases and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give it a go, you know, if you will. Sometimes these tend to look pretty light on me, like pretty ghost-like on me. Actually, I tried it yesterday and it kind of did give me that, but once I brushed it off, it was okay. So, and then I will include this last product because this is a part of her collection. It's not the Prep and Set collection, but I decided to pick up her highlighter. I've been eyeing it for a long time, and all they had was the mini, and it's the shade Iced. She uses this one all of the time, and I love a nice champagne, sort of I love a little champagne vibe for highlight. I just love it. It's a little bit more pigmented than what I typically am wearing right now. I like something a little bit more low-key. I'm gonna just try to be as close as I can because, and this is the best lighting that I have right now, so I'm just gonna show you guys, hi, I'm getting really close there, what the under eye blurring stuff does. I think I'm gonna do one eye and then show you guys the difference. I don't normally do that, but we're gonna do that. So let's go ahead with this under eye blurring. So I'm just going to, squeeze some of it out. And just be gentle with your under eye, as they say. Feels really nice. Feels super cooling. I did put foundation on and I did my brows and I put a little bit of lip stuff on, which I'll put all of that down below if you guys are interested in those products. You're supposed to use your ring finger. So yeah, feels nice and cooling. As you can see, I have very creasy under eyes. I know everybody says that, but I mean, mine are just so creasy. So I mean, I really don't believe that there's any product out there that will actually totally take that away from me, you know, like this powder. I don't think it's gonna completely fix that for me, but we will at least, we'll at least try it. I'm using the Born This Way. It's my favorite. I'm trying to keep everything else pretty normal. Sorry, I'm trying to lunch plans with my man. Let me zoom you guys in just a little bit more if I can. Oh, I just want to be as close as possible. Looks pretty good. Okay, and then we're gonna dip into, what should I dip into? I just see, the thing is when I get these things, I just want to go all in on all of them, you know? Like, I don't know which one I need right now. I'm gonna go with these two, like how she did in her video, because I'm just copying her right now. So what she did is she used a wet beauty blender and applied it straight in the product like this. And she even dabbed a little bit off and then just went straight in. So, see, it's already creasing. I'm just kidding. No! Okay. I have to make that face, like, I'm sorry, but it's quite pigmented. Quite pigmented, y'all. Pretty light, but okay. All right, so I'm gonna dust that off right away because I'm not leaving that on there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I should have probably gone in just with a little bit less because it is pretty pigmented. It's pretty pigmented, as you can see. It's very brightening. I do like the formula, like it's pretty light. I'm gonna kind of go back in just with this lighter shade. Well, actually, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is, I think it's caramel. I think it is. Tap it off because it is highly pigmented. And just kind of smooth out anything. Okay. All right. So that is what it looks like. I don't really have, I'm just going to lightly, instead of getting like a big fluffy brush, which I normally would do, but I'm kind of low on time, I'm going to go in with this translucent setting powder and just kind of set certain areas. And you can tell that it does have a sheen to it, which is kind of nice. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You can tell that there's a nice little sheen, which is kind of cool. She loves this powder. I know she like loves all of her products, obviously, because she made them, but I'm just gonna kind of touch on places that I normally wouldn't. Okay, so that is actually it for the powders. So obviously you can tell the difference. Looks pretty good. I think it'll look a lot better after I spray it with setting spray because it's just too cakey for me, or like too dry looking for me. I like to just finish off a dewy, and everybody's just super different like that. So if you like it matte, then don't spray or use a matte spray. And if you like more of a dew, then definitely always finishing with the setting spray, especially if I'm using powders. Heck yeah. Okay, so, and I will actually show you guys this highlighter as well. Normally I wouldn't do this part of my routine yet, but it is really, really pretty. I used it yesterday, and you only need a little bit because it's super pigmented. So I kind of want to spray before. I feel like I have to. No. Okay. All right. So this is the highlighter in Iced. it's really pretty. It looks a lot prettier after I spray my face because it just feels a little crusty, you know, my skin, because it's dry. I have to sleep with like humidifiers on all night because it is just bad, you know. Oh, see, wow, that's a little much. It's a little much. Okay, so this is the difference with the powder, without. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll do a check-in. I'll try to do at least one check-in. If not, I'll do one at the end of the day so you guys can see how the powders wore and if they even got better with time, which I tend to like my makeup, like especially if I have a very full face of makeup, I like it throughout the day as opposed to like right after I do it. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little bit. All right, I did kind of want to show you guys in different lighting the difference between Nothing Under My Eyes versus the Jaclyn powders collection stuff. So I'm just going to kind of show ya in this other light. I don't know if this is helpful or not, but it looks really nice. So it's 4 o'clock, so it has been about 4 hours, and I thought I would just check in and show you what my under eyes look like. So this is with no touch-ups, up close and personal. Try not to touch it. A little bit creasy, but it still looks really good. It has a nice brightening effect, which you could tell earlier, but I really like it. I kind of wish that it was a little bit more like illuminating, I guess you could say, but I guess I'll just keep playing around with it and see, you know, maybe I could use a different concealer to make it more illuminating, because everything I have on now is pretty mattified, I guess you could say, and my skin's just dry, as I've said so many times. But maybe I'll mix around the shades and stuff like that just to get my perfect shade, because I feel like it's a pretty bright, but just like a little bit more like a sheen or something. I don't know. Like my skin's just feeling a little dull. I think I need a tan. I think the tan would really help with this situation, but you know, I really do like the powders. It's not anything like, oh my gosh, this is like I don't know. I'm not like absolutely blown away, but I will continue to use them, and like I think they're my favorite powders that I have. I actually would like, I'd say I like them more than the not Kat Von D, the Laura Mercier powder. That's normally what I use to set my under eyes, or the Charlotte Tilbury. If I do a loose, I do the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I love that one, but I also have the Charlotte Tilbury one, which that one's like a little bit more fine, which I do like that, but I think this one will last longer. So I think it just all depends on what you like. I will continue using this one, and I think I just probably need to go a little bit more light-handed so that it's not as cakey or not as thick on there. I don't really know how to say, but that's the 4-hour check-in. Hey guys, so I am here to do my last check-in of the day. I just got home from dinner and it's about 12:45 a.m. I had a late night talk with my mom. Anytime you talk with my mom late night, she just tells me all sort of stories and things like that, and we just go and talk about everything. So I was over there for a long time, so which is perfect because I can show you guys my under eyes. Looks pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. My skin is just super dry, and I knew that my under eyes would be super creasy because they're just, it's just what happens. But honestly, it doesn't look bad from afar. Like, it still looks pretty good. 12:45, like my makeup still looks like decent. It still looks pretty good. It looks bad when you go really close, but honestly, it looks pretty good otherwise. Overall, I'm a pretty big fan of the powder. I think they're good. It's not anything insanely life-changing, but if you're ready to try a new powder, then I'd say go ahead and try them out. Do it. They're pretty affordable and they're good quality, so definitely go for it. That is the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Prep and Set collection demonstration, review, whatever you want to call it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up if you want to see more reviews, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.